Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure I just confirmed that Piggy, George's sister, is in fact evil and is working with Mr. P and has been working with Mr. P this entire time. Now I know this sounds crazy, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to explain everything. Also want to say congrats to these guys on screen for winning our Robux card giveaway from yesterday, and of course if you do want to win one of these Robux cards, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below with your Roblox name, Discord name, or Twitter name. Also keep in mind I can't see who is and isn't subscribed, so let's go ahead and let's get on into this video. Subscribe. So you guys know I made a video back when the recent chapter, the distorted memory chapter, came out, talking about how I believe that Piggy is actually evil. And well, that was just kind of a theory, and I guess in a way this is too, but I actually have some pretty solid evidence that points to Penny being evil. So we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna get straight into it, all right? And it all has to do with the beginning of chapter 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say out loud to you guys, and listen very carefully, all right, what happens in chapter 1, and you tell me if you think you know what it is. So Piggy chapter 1 starts off, we are a police officer, we are called to go investigate George Piggy's house because him and his family has been missing, and we're a police officer. That's our job. So we go there, we get out of the car, we hear something in the bushes, and then we get knocked out by a pig. We hear the oink, we wake up inside of George's house, and there's an evil pig in there, and then we have to escape, and we go on to the police station. That is chapter 1. Now you're probably thinking, yeah, okay, that's what happened. What's so weird and crazy about that, KreekCraft? Well, let me explain. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna play it real quick on screen just so everyone's minds is refreshed, and then I'll explain what's wrong with this scene. So of course that was the beginning of chapter 1. Now here is the thing. We were attacked by what is seemingly a pig. We know it was a pig because it made the oink noise, and we were attacked by it. So presumably we were attacked by the monster that we see in chapter 1. You know, the piggy that chases us around the house. Now this wouldn't be so crazy except for the fact that in chapter 11 on this board, I'll put it up on the screen, if you decode this board says something along the lines of, if you get attacked by one of these monsters, then you turn into one of these monsters. So in other words, if one of these piggies attacks you, one of the infected piggies, then you're going to become infected yourself. It's a lot like a zombie. If a zombie bites you, you then turn into a zombie. So you're probably catching on to what I'm saying here, but if this piggy did in fact attack us in chapter 1, then that means we are infected. Now here's the thing, we also learn in the distorted memory chapter that after you get infected, it can take up to a few hours to actually turn into a monster. So what all of this means is, well, it obviously from chapter 1 to where we are now, it's been weeks. It's been way over a few hours, and we have yet to turn into a monster. So we got attacked by a piggy. We didn't turn into a monster. It's been a few weeks. What does this mean? Are we immune to this virus? Our player character, is the human immune to the virus? Now, it's probably what a lot of you guys are thinking, but here's the thing. Every other animal that we've come across is not immune to the virus. Everything from a donkey to a cat to a fox to a dog to a bunny to a bear, literally everything. Now, we're going to get a little scientific here, but between all of those animals and humans, we share about 97% of the same DNA here. So if every other animal on the planet got infected with something, chances are we would also get infected with it too. So what does this mean? Well, it means there is something deeper and sinister going on here, or it means that minitoon made an oopsie. minitoon made a plot hole. He forgot about this at the beginning, and he made something in the story that doesn't just quite make sense, and that's possible. That is possible. Maybe all of this is just minitoon making a big oopsie. Maybe he'll tweet about it and be like, you know what, KreekCraft was right. That was a big oopsie. That's my bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. Or maybe he was thinking about that, and maybe there's actually something else deeper going on here, and that's what we're about to talk about. So what do we know? We know that we got attacked by a pig, and we got stuck inside of George Piggy's house, where we woke up to a piggy monster. Now, if it wasn't a monster that attacked us, because again, if a monster attacked us, then we would have been infected, then who else could it have been? We know it had to be a pig, so it has to be one of the other pig characters, and it couldn't have been George because George was in the city during this time, so it couldn't have been him. So then the question becomes, what other character could it be? What other Piggy character is there that is not infected? And in fact, there's only one, and that is George's sister, Penny. Now, in the previous video, we already talked about Penny being evil and me theorizing on that simply because Penny, well, she didn't get infected. She didn't go to the hospital to volunteer to take the potion. And at the end of the distorted memory chapter, I'll put it up on screen, she just kind of leaves George by himself there. She literally leaves George in the house with a bunch of crazy, insane monster piggies. And then when George himself starts getting sick and turns into one, she just up and leaves. And then we have no idea where she went. Now, this raises a few questions in of itself. Number one, is George infected? And if he is, how did he get infected? Because he didn't get attacked by his family member and he didn't take a potion, which means Penny had to have had to do something with it. So crazy thought here, but what if it was actually Penny working with Mr. P and she's the one that knocked us out at the beginning of chapter 1 and put us in the house with the monster pig? Now, there's actually some other evidence that backs this up because Penny is supposed to be Peppa Pig. That's the stand-in. They just can't call her Peppa Pig because Peppa Pig is copyrighted. And well, if they make a story about some evil Peppa Pigs going around and taking everyone else, Peppa Pig might be a little bit angry because obviously Peppa Pig is a very, young children's show and they probably don't want that. So instead of calling George's sister Peppa Pig, they call her Penny. Now, here's the thing about Peppa Pig. What sound does Peppa Pig make a lot in the show? Literally, I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, that's right. She snorts like a pig all the time. And that's exactly what happens after we get attacked by this mysterious person, this mysterious pig in chapter 1. What else is interesting is at no other point in the story do these infected piggies actually make an oink noise. They never do it. They never, throughout the entire story, never ever, except at the beginning of chapter 1, which leads me to believe that the person that attacked us at the beginning of chapter 1 isn't actually the monster pig, but in fact Penny, George's sister. Now, if that theory isn't true, then that means that minitoon, well, he has seemingly made an oopsie in the story, and maybe he'll fix it in the future, or maybe talk about it at some point. Obviously, you guys can let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. As always, though, if you haven't yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. It helps me out a lot, and that way you're notified of all future videos and live streams that we do. Keep using star code RealKreek as well. It helps me out a lot and allows me to buy a lot of Robux cards to give out to you guys. I've literally spent over $2,000 on Robux cards in the past month and a half, so thank you guys so much for using my star code. And also, real quick before we end the video, later today I'm actually going to be streaming something a little bit crazy. I've been streaming some Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys have really been enjoying that as well, along with the Piggy stuff, obviously. But a lot of you guys messaged me and said that you want to watch me play Bendy and the Ink Machine, so that's what I'm actually going to be doing later today in the live stream. I'm going to be playing through the entire story of Bendy and the Ink Machine. So if you want to watch that, be sure to stop by our live stream. We're going to be giving out some Robux cards during that as well. It's going to be really fun, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.